Hey, good Friday morning to you. I'm looking at Matthew 11 today on this Friday. Look at the first 6 verses with me if you would. Reading it says, "Now it came to pass when Jesus finished commanding his 12 disciples that he departed from there to teach and to preach in the cities. And when John had heard in prison about the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples and said to him, 'Are you the coming one, or do we look for another?' Jesus answered and said to them, 'Go and tell John the things which you hear and see. The blind see and the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed and the deaf hear, the dead are raised up and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he who is not offended because of me.'" This curious passage, when you consider, it says that Jesus was teaching and preaching in the cities, and John heard about it. And he sends a message. But John is in prison. And so we need to understand that this John, who later in the passage, Jesus says there's no one greater than born of women than John. But he's asking, are you the Christ? Are you the coming one? Or do we look for another? John is struggling there in prison, I believe. He is in prison. Remember, he is beheaded. He loses his life because he stands for the truth. And he is the one who baptized Jesus in the River Jordan and heard and saw the Spirit descending upon Jesus and hearing God say, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased." How could this one send the message and ask Jesus, "Are you the coming one, or do we look for another?" Could it be that in his time of trial and his time of prison, he wanted to be sure? This Friday, you may have had a long week. You may be wondering and saying, have I believed in vain? Is my faith in the right one? Yes, your faith is in the right one. Do not feel bad that you question, but go to the one who answers that question for you and say, "Jesus, I'm weary. Jesus, I'm tired." And he will come to you and he will comfort you and he will reassure you. Think about all the things that he has done in your life already. Think about all the times he has walked with you, and then go to him and say, "Jesus, I'm weary and I need comfort. I need encouragement." And so John asked that. I would encourage you, if you're struggling, don't be afraid. Jesus will welcome you and know your heart. He already knows. And come to him and ask him to give you that assurance that you can continue to walk with him in this day that you're in. Know that you're loved. Know your life matters. Know that no matter what difficulty you might face, at Westview, we mean it when we say we're here for you. And we can say that because Jesus is here for us. And so you have a great day, and God bless.